We would like to welcome you to the Odra Health Care Channel. If you have been looking for information on what is the one spice that activates brown fat? For those that would like to know, what is the one spice that activates brown fat? From our research, it is said that the spices curcumin and the herb berberine are known to activate brown fat. The compound capsaicin is also found in some spices, like chili powder, and can induce fat browning. This featured video is a compilation of videos that go more into the featured area. We have our top 3 compilation videos that we have researched and want to present to you. Also, we have provided the information to their different YouTube channels. Make sure that you visit them. Please don't copyright strike us. This is to inform, educate, and entertain our audience. But first off, there are links at the bottom in the description of this video that will take you to the official page that you see here. If you are looking for some fantastic information on a weight loss supplement, that is also said to target your brown fat, or what is called low brown adipose tissue, BAT. Note, as it says here, that this is said to be the real root cause of your belly fat and not diet or exercise, as you can see it says here. The featured official website or supplement is called Exipure, Weight Loss Supplement. Also, as you can see here as well, this featured supplement is said to be GMP certified. This is also said to be made in an FDA-registered facility. Made with natural ingredients. Manufactured in the USA as well. Also, the featured supplement is said to be GMO-free, as you can see here as we scroll. Now pay particular attention to here, where it shows the ingredients that this featured supplement is said to contain: perilla, kudzu, holy basil, white Korean ginseng, amur cork bark as well, propolis, quercetin, and oleuropein as well. There is much more information for you to see once you get to the official page as well. So, if you want to look more into the featured website to see the supplement for yourself, all that you have to do is just click on the links provided in this description to see more on the featured Exipure weight loss supplement. But now, let's get to our selection of videos that we have researched for what is the one spice that activates brown fat. We hope that you will enjoy it. Where we researched the videos from. Video number 1 is from the Nutrition Facts Org YouTube channel. Video number 2 is from the Nutrition Facts Org YouTube channel. Video number 3 is from the Health Ally YouTube channel.
Until about 10 years ago, brown adipose tissue was considered to be biologically active only in babies and small children, generating heat by burning fat. But there is now no doubt that active brown fat is present in adult humans, involved in cold-induced increases in whole-body calorie expenditure, and thereby the control of body temperature and how fat we are. In 2013, researchers showed that one could activate brown adipose tissue if you chill out people long enough. 2 hours of cold exposure every day for 6 weeks, which can lead to a significant reduction in body fat. Although they demonstrated the effective recruitment of human brown fat, it would seem difficult to increase exposure to cold in daily life. Thankfully, our brown fat can also be activated by some food ingredients such as capsaicin, the compound that makes hot peppers hot. Whereas increased physical activity is usually recommended to increase energy expenditure, specific food components such as capsaicin are known to burn off calories and fat. A significant rise in energy expenditure within 30 minutes of eating the equivalent of a jalapeno pepper. Normally, when we cut down on calories, our metabolism slows down, undercutting our weight loss attempts, but sprinkling 1/3 of a teaspoon of cayenne pepper powder onto our meals counteracts the metabolic slowdown and promotes fat burning. They wanted to try giving them more to try to match some of the studies done in Asia, but they were working with Caucasians, and there's a difference in maximum tolerable dose of red chili pepper between Asians and Caucasians. Take some Japanese women, you can boost the fat burned after a high-fat meal too, adding over a tablespoon of red pepper powder. We've known for decades that cayenne pepper increases metabolic rate, but we didn't know how. But now we have studies showing that this class of compounds increases energy expenditure in human individuals with brown fat, but not those without it, indicating that they increase expenditure straight off the bat. And there's all sorts of structurally similar flavor molecules in other foods like black pepper and ginger we expect to activate thermogenesis as well, but they haven't been directly tested. All these results suggest that the anti-obesity effects of pepper compounds are based on the heat-generating activity of recruited brown fat. Thus, repeated ingestion can mimic the chronic effects of cold exposure without having to freeze ourselves. Consumption of spicy foods may help us lose weight, but what about the sensory burn and pain on our tongues, and sometimes in our stomach, as well as further on down? So are our only two options for boosting brown fat to freeze our legs or burn our butts? Arginine-rich foods may also stimulate brown adipose tissue growth and development through a variety of mechanisms, which just means eating more soy foods, seeds, nuts, and beans. During World War I, it was discovered that many of the chemicals for the new explosives they were working on had toxic or even lethal effects on the workers in the munitions factories. Chemicals such as dinitrophenol, or DNP, boost metabolism so much workers were found somewhere along the road after work covered in sweat, with a temperature of 106 degrees Fahrenheit, or even 109 before they die, and then even after death, their temperatures keep going up like a total body meltdown. But at subacute doses, workers claim to have grown thin to a notable extent after several months working with the chemical. That got some Stanford pharmacologists excited about the promising metabolic applications of DNP. One dose, and our resting metabolic rate jumps up 30%, an actual fat-burning drug. People started losing weight, no apparent side effects as a result of their weight-reducing treatment. On the contrary, they felt great, until thousands of people started going blind, and users started dropping dead from hyperpyrexia, fatal fever, from the heat created by the burning fat. Of course, it continued to be sold. Here at last is a weight-reducing remedy that will bring a figure men admire and women envy without danger to your health or change your regular mode of living. No diet, no exercise. It did work, but the therapeutic index was razor-thin, a razor-thin difference between the effective dose and the deadly dose. It was not until thousands suffered irreversible harm that it got pulled from the market, until, of course, it was brought back by the internet for those dying to be thin. There is a way our body naturally burns fat to create heat, though. When we're born, we go from a nice tropical 98.6 in our mother's womb straight to room temperature, and we're all wet and slimy. This represents a challenge for thermoregulation, for maintaining our warm body temperature. As an adaptive mechanism, the appearance of our unique organ around 150 million years ago allowed mammals to maintain our high body temperatures. That unique organ is called brown adipose tissue, or BAT, whose role is to consume fat calories by generating heat in response to cold exposure. The white fat in our bellies stores fat, but the brown fat, located up between our shoulder blades, burns fat. It's essential for the thermogenesis, the creation of heat in newborns, but is considered kind of unnecessary in adults, has been considered unnecessary, who have higher metabolic rates and increased muscle mass for shivering to warm us up if we ever get cold. So we used to think it was just kind of shrank away when we grew up. But if it was there, then it could potentially make a big difference for how many calories we burn every day, but supposedly we outgrew it. But when PET scans were invented to detect metabolically active tissues like cancer, oncologists kept finding hot spots in the neck and shoulder regions that on CT scan turned out to be not cancer, just fat. Then some observant radiologists noticed they appeared in patients mostly during the cold winter months. And when we looked closer at tissue samples taken from people who had undergone neck surgery, we found it: brown fat in adults. The common message from these studies is that BAT is present and active in adults, and the more we have, the more active it is, the thinner we are. and we can rapidly activate our fat-burning brown fat by exposure to cold temperatures. For example, you hang out in a cold room for 2 hours in your undies and put your legs on a block of ice for 4 minutes every 5 minutes, and you can elicit a marked increase in energy expenditure thanks to brown fat activation. So hey, these studies point to a potential natural intervention to stimulate energy expenditure, turn down the heat, and burn calories, and reduce your carbon footprint in the process. But thankfully for those of us who would rather not lay our bare legs on blocks of ice, our brown fat can also be activated by some food ingredients, such as those we'll cover in the next video.
Transform your life with the help of brown fat. Brown fat, also known as brown adipose tissue, is a type of body fat that responds to cold temperatures. Brown fat produces heat, which aids in maintaining a stable body temperature in cold weather. Brown fat contains significantly more mitochondria than white fat. Fat provides energy to your body, protects your organs, promotes cell growth, regulates cholesterol and blood pressure, and aids in the absorption of essential nutrients. When you focus too much on eliminating all fat, you may deprive your body of what it requires the most. Large droplets of lipids, also known as fatty acids, are found in white fat cells. Brown fat is made up of tightly packed mitochondria that are high in iron and thus appear brown. Mitochondria in brown fat cells use sugar to produce energy, whereas white fat cells store more energy and take up more space. Exposing your body to cool, even cold, temperatures may aid in the recruitment of more brown fat cells. According to some studies, just 2 hours of daily exposure to temperatures around 19 degrees Celsius may be enough to turn recruital fat brown. Consider taking a cold shower or an ice bath. Resveratrol, a polyphenol compound found in red wine, some herbal ingredients such as oregano, thyme, capsaicin, the spicy component of hot peppers, can help stimulate the growth of brown fat cells as well. Scientific reports noted that caffeine in coffee is another way to help induce browning features in adipose tissue. Norepinephrine, the hormone that keeps your body warm, is produced by brown fat. Brown fat contains norepinephrine receptors. When these receptors detect the hormone, they signal many mitochondria to begin producing energy, which produces warmth and aids in body temperature regulation, thus beginning the thermogenic effect and burning calories. 9 ways to get your body's brown fat to help you lose weight faster. The foods that activate this fat listed below are also healthy and nutrient-dense. Aside from eating certain foods, there are several other ways to activate your body's brown fat and lose weight faster. According to University of Iowa research, the skins of these fruits are high in arsenic acid, a compound that helps revitalize tired, aging brown fat so that it behaves as if it were energetic and young. If you eat 1 apple or pear per day, you could lose 2 pounds of body fat each month without dieting. L-arginine, an amino acid that activates this type of fat, is abundant in turkey breast. According to British research, eating 4 ounces daily could help you lose 5 pounds in 2 months. L-arginine is also abundant in peanuts. Shivering in a 58-degree house prompts this fat to convert twice as many calories as usual into heat. Is it too cold? Instead, eat 1/2 teaspoon cayenne powder or a few jalapeno slices every day. The active ingredient in peppers, capsaicin, energizes the fat in the same way that shivering does. A Swiss study found that drinking 3 12-ounce mugs of green tea daily increased brown fat burning by 5%. Green tea's antioxidants aid this fat in absorbing one of its preferred fuel sources, glucose. Green tea should be purchased in bags rather than loose leaves. According to the researchers, the finely ground tea in the bags makes it easier for the antioxidants to dissolve in water and be absorbed by your body. Apple skins are high in arsenic acid, a natural compound that helps build and strengthen muscle tissue while also stimulating the formation of new brown fat, according to new research. Taking 1 milligram of melatonin 30 minutes before lights out can prompt your brown fat to torch up to 36% more calories overnight. Melatonin ensures your fat stays active even when you're in dreamland. Fitting in 30 minutes of physical activity daily increases your calorie burn as much as 20% in 10 days, doubling your ability to slim down without a struggle. When you exercise, your muscles release an enzyme that actually turns bits of white fat into slimming, calorie-hungry brown fat. Simply carving out a little time each day from your hectic schedule to unwind could boost your brown fat calorie burn in as little as 2 weeks. How so? By tamping down your body's production of cortisol, a stress hormone that makes brown fat sluggish, according to researchers. Tip: a gentle 10-minute do-it-yourself foot rub at bedtime can cut your cortisol levels by 25% or more. Feeling chilly for 20 minutes daily can fire up your brown fat's calorie burn in as little as 24 hours, say British researchers. What's more, the more often you're exposed to bursts of cold, the more efficient your brown fat becomes at incinerating food to produce heat. To do: take cooler showers and baths, wear lighter layers outdoors and keep the temperature in your home and car on the low side. Finally, once the brown fat you were born with is performing optimally, your body responds by converting flabby white fat into this slimming calorie burner, according to a Swedish study. Creating just 2 ounces of active brown fat could increase your calorie burn by 20%. Thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe to our social media platforms.
Now, once again we would like to thank you for watching our top 3 videos, for what is the one spice that activates brown fat? Hit that like button and that subscribe button if you enjoyed this video. Also remember that we have links below in the video description that will take you to the official page that you see here, for some fantastic information on a weight loss supplement, that is also said to target your brown fat or what is called low brown adipose tissue, BAT. Note, as it says here that this is said to be the real root cause of your belly fat and not diet or exercise, as you can see it says here. The featured official website or supplement is called Exapure, Weight Loss Supplement. Also, as you can see here as well, this featured supplement is said to be GMP certified. This is also said to be made in an FDA-registered facility. Made with natural ingredients. Manufactured in the USA as well. Also, the featured supplement is said to be GMO-free, as you can see here as we scroll. Now pay particular attention to here, where it shows the ingredients that this featured supplement is said to contain: perilla, kudzu, holy basil, white Korean ginseng, amur cork bark as well, propolis, quercetin and oleuropein as well. There is much more information for you to see once you get to the official page as well. So, if you want to look more into the featured website to see the featured supplement for yourself, all that you have to do is just click on the links provided in this description to see more on the featured Exapure weight loss supplement.